It is currently, hold on, I delete some. My screen's just full of notifications. 8:01. Wait, hold on, you probably didn't see that. 8:01. We're gonna hit it with bum pre. I'm not gonna lie, I feel like crap today. I was up until like 1 o'clock last night watching the UFC fight. Justin Gaethje won. I was pulling for him. I have no problem with Paddy Pimblett. But I wanted the legend to win because this was Gaethje's last title run. Paddy's got a lot of time left, so Gaethje did win. We got this in a long run today. This lift. They also, I lift in a home gym, if you can't tell, and they installed a sauna. So we're gonna try the weird mist sauna. We're gonna try that post lift today. Now, I'm gonna look it up on TikTok. I don't know if you should do it before or after, and we'll do whatever it tells me to do. Because maybe you should do it before because it warms your muscles up. I'll explain the workout when we go downstairs. I'm monitoring this. I'm also trying to focus getting better because I want to. I've never really been gain a lot of muscle before, so that's what we're trying to do now. Eating a lot of carbs and stuff, and also for endurance. So I'm gonna go eat something pre-carb, whether it be like a banana or it be Rice Krispie treat. Throw on the heart rate monitor, throw a hoodie on, and then go down and do it. So, yeah. Okay, so we have chest. It is currently 8:16. So chest, I do 3 sets of bench press, just flat bench, and then 3 sets of incline, and then I always forget it when I'm top of the camera, and then I do 4 sets of shoulder flies, shoulders, so that's all I do for shoulders, and then I do, which I'm going to change that eventually. Right now, it's all we're doing for shoulders, and then I do 2 sets of chest flies, and then 3 sets of tricep extensions, and we'll hit sauna after, so that should be it. You're on a tripod now. I leveled up, I bought a tripod, but it's very crappy. The front leg is broken even when I bought it, and I can't return it. Well, I could, but I don't want to wait for another one because it took forever, and it's like leaning forward. I'm gonna go to Walmart and just buy another one and then return this one, but until then, we're thugging it out with the Amazon Basics tripod. I'm gonna show this eventually, but like, it's bad. I'm kind of waiting for my cameras to fly forward, but yeah. 8/17, January 25th, mid ice storm. I don't have school tomorrow because of the ice storm, but it's supposed to rain all night last night. Also, I'm tired. I worked 12 hours yesterday and then came home and watched the UFC fight. So it was a long night, but it was very worth it. I've already talked about that. I love UFC. Anyways, let's go ahead and get this workout done. Oh, you got light ready for the heat I'm about to put out. I've been thinking about this all week, about the audio I'm gonna use over this, over the lift. It's gonna be amazing. I think the vision's there. I'm just gonna hope the vision plays out like the vision is. That's a bar.
I think the people who actually get results, and I feel like I've said this exact speech like a million times, but I feel like it warrants mentioning for sure, no matter how many times I say it. But the people who actually make results and get gains, make moves, they're the guys who not only train hard and consistently, that's the fucking biggest aspect there is. Whether or not you've got good genetics, shit genetics, a good training style, maybe kind of a less than optimal training style, you're never going to get shit if you're not doing this shit on a consistent basis for a long-term time frame. But the people who can get a training style or a routine, I mean, not even a training style, but just can get themselves into a routine that they actually like, that they can actually kind of stick with, then honestly, that's a pretty big part of the puzzle right there. We've all got a pretty reasonable potential to get good at kind of anything. I think if I dropped everything right now, bodybuilding wise, and I tried to become a fucking I don't even know, what other cool endeavors are there out there? If I tried to fucking shrink down and become a professional, like, X Games style snowboarder, if that was my deal, I think I could do it. And I think with enough practice, anybody could fucking do that shit, you know? But that's not my deal. I probably don't want to do that. So even though we've all got a reasonable potential to do whatever, I think the people who can sort of, and this may just be luck, but if you can match a little bit of your latent ability with something that you become passionate about, then right there, this is the fuel and this is the spark. Right? It's fucking killer. So I think I may have at least gotten a little bit of that, because I feel like a total, what's the word I'm trying to think of here? Oh, just a fucking gym rat. I've never had a problem going in, every day for the last like 5 fucking years just because I love it. But I think I also have pretty good genetics. So those two things in tandem, it's fucking badass. So this is one thing which kind of, I'm tapering towards the end of the talk, don't worry, this won't go on forever. But this is one thing that
One, you might be thinking, what is that? It's a sauna. Long story, it's got put down. It's actually kind of good, but we're downstairs. It's been a really weird day. It's Sunday, but I didn't go to church. Everything's kind of messed up, but it is 3:06. Saw it snowing. I don't know what this whole snowstorm's about, so it's not bad where I'm at. So we've got a 5-mile run. This is why I have my phone in my hand. I just put it down. I was gonna break down the run for you. Okay, so we have a 5-mile workout. This is from Endorphins. It's a running coach app. Saw a guy named Shep use it. A lot of guys swear by it. It's like a coach app that's not super expensive, so we're just trying it. 5 miles between a 3:29 or a 10:09. Or 3:29, a 9:29, or 10 something. So, yeah. I'm gonna break down my macros of the day after this. These are really weird though. The protein will be this high. That's what happens when I make all my food. But we're gonna try to get some clips of the run. I don't know how. I'm wearing the Evo. No, these aren't Evos. I usually wear Evo cells. I'm wearing my New Balance Fuel Cell V4s in the spicy mango colorway. Big fan. I got the VPN shirt on. So let's work on this. This is a long run because I'm not really trying to focus on endurance. My endurance is set. Honestly, besides my swim and my bike, I'm good run-wise. My endurance. It's a 3-mile run for my triathlon. I'm gonna do a sprint, so I'm not really worried on my endurance. I did not pick my nose. It looked really bad. I scratched my nose. I'm not really worried about my running endurance. Right now I'm worried about building strength. Once I think May hits, we'll really focus back into that and trying to get a faster 5K time. But as of right now, we're just trying to maintain it. Because if I stop running right now and I just eat and I build muscle, I'm gonna get slower. That's how it works. You're trying to keep your body in the hybrid state. So I also was learning this tripod. I found out it cranks up and made it taller, so it's not like leaning back. It's actually facing like I just can look forward. So yeah, we'll get this run in. It's 3:28. So 5 miles, not too hard. Let's see.
This is your opportunity to change anything. Behaviorally, you can change anything you want. Not everything you want, right? That's the problem. You can become anything you want behaviorally, but you can't be everything you want. So you need to pick a small number.
What would have to happen at the end of next year to look back and consider this year a success?
I think that really helps to just give you a bit more perspective. And it usually comes down to only a few things. Setting the bar unrealistically high does not increase your performance. Imagine this. Imagine that you went into a buffet and you made your plate as big as possible. You said, I want all of these things. I'm going to put all of this stuff on my plate. And my stomach is going to expand to be able to fit it. That's not the way that our stomachs work. And that is not the way that our workloads work. So, first rule, in order to pick something up, you have to put something down.
5 miles done. It is 4:30, so can't get me. I'm gonna go eat cereal. I need some carbs. I don't really want to eat dinner yet. So I'm gonna eat pound ground beef, I think, and some rice. It's just normal for me. My parents are here, so just kind of eat whatever I want. But Pretty good run in line. It was terrible. Oh, it felt good. I just don't like running on the treadmill. The longest run I've ever done is 10 miles, and like these runs are harder than that. I just watch YouTube videos the entire time. I watched 2 Gunnar Ingram videos. I've rewatched his triathlon video probably like 5 times, just because like I'm doing that triathlon, so it's really cool to watch. Well, I'm doing the sprint, so the smaller version of it, but it's the same place. And then I rewatched Luke Hopkins video. I can't remember which one I just picked one. These shoes are pretty beat. I'm not gonna take them off, but I'm pushing towards maybe putting down fuel cells and getting me a new pair of New Balances, because I do like New Balance shoes. I'm probably gonna get a fuel cell V5s, the comps for my carbon plate race shoes, which is cool. But yeah, we ran 10 minutes, 10-minute miles, because my heart rate. I also did track my heart rate on my watch, not my chest rate tracker, just because I need to wash it. So yeah, you can wash those, by the way. They're mission washable. But I ran 10 miles because I couldn't keep my heart rate under 140. And that treadmill I can't really like dial in perfectly because I'm not great with running the treadmill. But yeah, so this is the long run of the week. Once I get into prep, long runs will be pushed to like 6 miles, probably not 6, like 8 to 10 miles a week. You might be like, oh, that's not really a long run, but I'm training for the run part of my triathlon will be a 5K, so it really is a lot. It's over triple my distance. When you're doing long runs for a marathon, you're not running 50 miles, you know what I mean? So I'd like to hit a 15 mile at some point in my prep, either before my prep or during my prep, just because I think it's cool. At least a 13 miler. If you can run 10, you can run 13. I might sign up for a half marathon. It would be a month. So I'm doing Rock and Roll Man Triathlon. There's Rock and Roll Man Marathon. It was a half. I'm debating on doing it, but it's exactly like, it's not even a month. It's like 2 weeks after my triathlon. I just don't know if I'll have the fitness for it right out of the triathlon. And I already paid for the triathlon too. I'd rather do the triathlon. So it's not necessarily like I need to do it. There's also the 2026 Publix half marathon I could do, which would be in like January. I think it was literally this weekend, which is funny because it got canceled. I think it was literally today. Yeah, it was today, so probably got canceled. But yeah, because the snowstorm, it's not even raining here, which is kind of funny. But yeah, I'll close. I didn't record my outro yet, so we'll do that next. But 2 good workouts. So we have a lift, we hit push, so chest, tries, shoulders, and we get a 5-mile run. So I'd say not too bad for getting like 5 hours of sleep last night after working 12 hours. And having a really weird day. So that's work though. Okay. Same day. It is 7:57. It's still June. It's July. It's January. One of the J's. 25th. Title of this video: simple isn't easy. And that kind of sounds like something you'd see on TikTok, but like it's true. If you just like, how do I say this? You say you're gonna record a video, but like you can say you're gonna do it, but then you feel that burnout. Like right now, I'm not very confident in this video, and I haven't really looked over it. There's not a reason I'm not confident about it. It's just I'm going back and forth. I'm overthinking about it, and that's normal. You can say you're gonna work out, but then the burnout hits and you don't want to do that. Or you say you're gonna X amount of races, and you don't want to do it. And it's holding yourself accountable. It's simple to say. Or it's easy to say I'm going to do something, but it isn't simple, because behind something easy to say, there's a lot of work to it. So you can say as much as you want, but there's work that needs to back up. So simple is not easy. There's a guy, his name's Tyler Bulmas, and he'll come in, he'll give you some advice, and he'll go, it isn't easy, but it is simple. Because it is a simple thing to understand. You understand it. If you looked at me and go, how do I lose weight? It is super simple. Cut calories. I'm not saying completely, just cut a couple of your maintenance, like 500, right? And you will lose weight. It's impossible not to. It is so simple. but it is not easy. It's not close to easy. The first time I did it, for a while I struggled until I got steady with it. Until I got the skill move, I hated it because I was like, oh, this isn't even working. But that's because one week it didn't work, so then I stuffed my face, and the next week and I gained a pound. So it's not easy, but it's simple. Another thing he says though, and then I'm starting to become like the model for my videos, is oh, hold on, I have this wrote down. Put it out now, make it perfect later. And then, like, at the end of the day, do what you can. None of my videos have been perfect. This one's not perfect. I think this one's about this focusing and all that's a little bit better, the quality. But it's not perfect. My last video was not perfect. They're not going to be perfect. At the end of the day, nobody's video is ever going to be perfect. Somebody's going to have a problem with this video. Somebody's going to have a problem with my next one, and they might even have a problem with the next one. It's never going to be perfect. But if you go day by day and just build on what you did and do what you do for you, don't do it for nobody else, stop caring what people think. I made my first video and I was waiting and I figured somebody's gonna find it and I was just going, ooh, I was going, oh, you did this, you idiot, you know, just back and forth, and nothing happened. I actually got a few supportive comments on YouTube, which interaction's amazing. I would rather get 5 views and 5 comments than 50 views and no comments. Actually getting interaction in my videos, I love. That feels so, like, the fact that somebody found it worthy to comment on is amazing to me. That's just food for thought, but even just seeing a subscriber pop up after, and to the bigger YouTubers, it's like, oh, another subscriber. You're like, oh, I don't make a difference with subscriber 9. I don't even have 10, so little things really do push the want to go. But at the end of the day, if you do it for you, it doesn't matter how people respond, because you're going to keep doing it. You need to do what you do, have your own self-fulfillment. Fulfillment. Because if you're constantly pushing to try to drive for other people's want out of you, when you die, you're going to be so sad, and you're going to wish you did the things you had that burning thing to do. I wanted to make videos for so long, I was so scared. And the day after I did, I felt amazing. I didn't go to school scared somebody was going to find it. I felt amazing. I was so happy I finally did. I was like, all I could think about was the next video. Like, I'm so excited to edit this video. Because the sound I want to use for the weightlift part, I'm going to use a quote thing, so. And when you get into something and you feel a burnout, right now I really don't want to record this because I was not a fan of one of my clips where it set off the entire thing. Do it for those who can. There's somebody who wants to do the same thing as you, but he's unable to. Whether that be a kid that wants to run, but he can't because he's in a wheelchair. Whether that be somebody that wants to do something, but they're just not in a position to do it. Somebody wants to do the thing that you have the 100% capability to do, but you're not doing because you're a minor excuse, but yet they're putting their full forward effort when they physically cannot. Your excuse is not better than theirs. Yeah. I had like notes on my phone of what to go over. That's it. We are surviving the winter storm and it's hitting Georgia. Yeah. I think my next video is going to probably be a leg day, which I'm terrified for because I look so stupid when I squat. Or like the flat bench thing where your legs curl up. I think I'm actually going to record this Wednesday. I don't have school tomorrow. Tuesday. I don't have school Tuesday, so we can film it and not have to go to school. And kind of just take the day to record like I did today. But yeah, I think today was pretty decent. I think it was a pretty decent video. I hope you enjoyed it. It really means a lot if you hit the subscribe button. Leave a comment, tell me what you think. If you didn't like it, you can tell me that. Let's just try to be not get too crazy. Just leave a like, it helps me out. Because when you do things when it's smaller, it helps more people see it. So I really appreciate that. I'm not the big YouTuber that has 40,000 people viewing in the first 20 minutes. So it's like, I'm just wondering if I do it. Because I'm not the same thing. But also, this is not a false alarm. Hold on. I gotta just tell you what day it is. I don't want to tell you the wrong day. 29th. Luke Hopkins is doing the effect drop. I just want everybody to be aware of the heat that's about to come. Also, I did buy, and I want to show y'all because I'm really honestly excited, the Potential Performance t-shirt and hoodie. Sick. And their prices are honestly good. Like, I wanted the BPN hoodie, but it's $80. It's kind of crazy. I work, and that's not feel worth my 6 hours of work. But $60 for a hoodie doesn't seem too bad. So I paid $60 for a hoodie, $30 for a shirt. Pretty reasonable, honestly, especially from a small creator, and they look cool. So I'll make sure to I'll see that when I get them and work out with them. We are currently, let's see what so I'm also debating on signing up for a 10K, but I can't register till the 31st. So if I decide to do it, I'll tell you, 37 weeks out from rock and roll, man. We're about 17 weeks out from prep. I think it's actually 12 weeks out from prep.